Top of the morning to
You
you.
feel me?
Yes, sir. Another good week of games. What we got next up is the divisional championships.
Yep. Divisional round. Actually, no, I take that back. Conference champion.
Conference championship, right? We got the Rams versus Seahawks coming up next, and the Patriots versus the Broncos. So before we jump in too deep,
okay, talk to me.
Let me know your picks. Who you got coming out of the NFC? Who is your two that you think is going to be in the Super Bowl?
So now since we're in the conference championship and it's Rams versus Seahawks, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like the Bears have officially battle tested the Rams.
That's a good point.
I like Seattle. It's gonna be loud. They have everything. They have all the bells and whistles. They got special teams. I think it's gonna come down to the wire. But based off of what I've seen, because there was plenty of times in that game that the Rams could have literally just depleted themselves. I'm going to stick with the Rams. I'm going to stick with Matthew Stafford. I think he's due for a second one. I think he paid his dues in Detroit all these seasons, and I think he's ready to get on a little Super Bowl run in his last prime stages of his career right now. I think he's ready. I'm gonna give the Rams going to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Rams going to Super Bowl?
Out of the NFC.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What about AFC?
Now, AFC, it sounds crazy. Both teams that are left with the Patriots and the Broncos, I feel like they're both low-key a season too early to be here, but they're forced into the situation.
That's a good point.
So because the Broncos don't have a quarterback, I feel like the Patriots are going to send the house at Stidham.
Of course.
Jarrett Stidham, they're going to send the house. So I think that what's going to happen is the Patriots are going to be in the Super Bowl. They're back at it once again, except this time they're coming after blood because there is no Tom Brady and they're still showing as a franchise. We know what we're doing. We know how to get the coaching staff. We know how to get the personnel. I mean, clearly we're here one season too early, but hey, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
If I'm Robert Kraft, you know what I'm saying, as an owner, I'm like, oh, we a season early. But you know what? This makes our little second year puppy at quarterback look good right now.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. How about you? Who you got out the NFC?
Those are really good points that you got right there. I think Super Bowl's going to be Seahawks in New England. I think Seahawks going to knock off the Rams. I do. And I agree with what you said about the Rams. So it can go either way. It really can. The Rams are tough this year. The game was a little too close for comfort to me with Chicago. And I'm a Chicago fan, and we almost pulled that thing out. The look I saw on Sam Darnold's face, it looked like he's locked in. It looked like he's not playing. And a lot of times when you have a guy like that, the question mark is, do they have it? And so they might get to the playoffs and get smacked up, and then like maybe he don't have it. Mm-hmm. And I thought about that with him at the helm when they're going into the playoffs. I'm like, we're going to see whether he got it or not. But when he had that one game, I forget who they were playing, and it was close, and they pulled it out, I said, he's showing an ability to close out a game. He's showing an ability to be under pressure, have a winning drive, and to pull it out. Mm-hmm. That alongside that defense is dangerous. But honestly, it could swing either way. I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams beat them. But I'm going to go with, my gut's telling me the Seahawks. I think it might be close, but no cigar for the Rams. But that would be a nice Cinderella story. Matt Stafford, Devontae. Does he have one already? Did he get one with the Packers?
I thought he had one whenever he was with A-Rod, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be cool for them to get two.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you got Puka.
Now, there's a Puka, to your credit, there's a Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Yeah, but yeah.
But to where there's a Devontae Adams, there's a Cooper Kupp.
But that Seahawks defense.
Yeah, I know. Here's the thing, because I was saying the same thing. My thing is this. Whenever I look at, what's up, baby? So whenever I look at Puka Nacua, and I see Cooper Kupp whenever he was like young.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a Cooper.
Yeah, and when I see Devontae Adams, I see him as like the security blanket just in case if Puka, has an off day or they double him or triple teaming him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I feel like both teams have the same equal type of personnel. But the reason why I didn't say Seattle, just because I still got to see if Sam Darnold really is going to do that. Because that close game that he had,
Everybody's in question. Yeah.
now, don't get it
It's
twisted.
questionable.
I want to see him do it because I seen a big jump with whenever he was with the Vikings last year. So what he's doing with Seattle as a collective is either both coaches just so happen to know how to use him right to be able to have a successful season, or he really is taking that leadership role. He really is taking that jump. Now, to that point, one thing I do like about Seattle, they're great on special teams. They're extremely explosive. That's the one thing. Now,
And they do have Rashid Shaheed now.
If anything can go left field on the Rams, it's because Seattle's special teams are like that. So hey, it'll be one heck of a story because if Sam Darnold gets him one and him just now, like it's like when Lethal Shooter says, "I understand it now." He's kind of in that role because it's not like Sam Darnold is an old guy.
You know, and I was thinking about that, about due time, right? And so a lot of times you have these guys who are seasoned and they're veterans, right? He's been a starter, he's been a backup, he's been in the league for a little bit. So, I mean, he should be battle tested. Now, the thing about it is, do you have the pressure gene? Can you make it to the postseason and actually keep on winning those close games against a good defense? Can you do it? We never know because there's a lot of great guys that are MVP caliber quarterbacks that tend to struggle under those big lights. And so with him, it's just a question mark. But what I've seen from him in this postseason, like I said, my gut, I saw the look on his face at the end of that game. Looked like he had an attitude. It looked like he's playing with an edge. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder. And he's playing well. So, yeah, those would be my picks. Now, I'm not so confident about who the hell's going to come out between the Patriots and the Seahawks. Because that boy Drake May ain't nothing to play with, man.
Patriots Broncos?
No, Patriots Broncos. Broncos are done. Broncos are done. Bo Nix needs a special shout out. That boy balled.
Mm-hmm.
He did what needed to be done. He ran when it needed to be ran, and he put that ball to Marvin Mims. You couldn't place it no better. That was a touchdown because he sent a teardrop. A rainbow, I mean. Not a beeline to where the DB could be. He sent a rainbow, dropped it right in the basket.
He's been doing that since Oregon. Whenever I look at that, I just be like, man, it would like, because I feel you. Now I see what you're talking about when it comes to, because you're already looking ahead when it comes to who you predict will be in the Super Bowl and seeing how that would play out.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots and the Seahawks as predictions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, they both throw teardrops, meaning Drake May and Bo Nix. It would be nice. It would have been nice to see.
It would have been nice to see that. Now, that would have been a battle. I was looking forward to the Patriots and the Broncos, those two youngsters, second year in. I was really looking forward to that. Unfortunate for Bo Nix, but the Broncos got him one. Good for them. Mm-hmm. Just like unfortunate for the Bears, but the Bears got them one. They know they got their guy. And that throw he made
at the end,
when he had to turn around and sprint to get time, he didn't even have time to set his feet. He turned around. He had two guys right here, right in his face, and he wing.
That was Madden.
What?
Madden-like.
What?
Like a video game, bro.
What?
Yeah. That was ridiculous.
What?
Because when it happened, as soon as he scrambled backward, I said, well.
We're like, well.
You know,
everybody said that.
Like,
well.
You know, like you don't say it out loud, but it's like the air in the room just said. I was like, well, I guess it's the way it's going to go. It's going to be another pick or incomplete. The game's over, you know, turnover on downs.
Absolutely.
But whenever it was a touchdown, I was like, man.
And he hit that boy right in the back like these, man.
So what I seen out of Caleb Williams, yes, they got their guy, but man, he's going to be so dangerous in the future.
Ooh-wee.
He's going to be so dangerous because, yeah, you see the mistakes, but you also see the firepower that he possesses. And remember how I kept saying he done figure out his Houdini? He about at 95% of understanding his own Houdini.
Oh, yeah.
His capabilities, his escapabilities, him just taking off and just running and being blunt with it in general.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know. I heard the interview how he was talking about, he wants to work on his mechanics and his throwing. That perfect answer, bro. Because he's only going to get better. I don't know the chemistry between him and his head coach, but clearly it's phenomenal. You know what I mean? And clearly they have a lot of trust. Now, this year they had a lot of lucky, well, people would say lucky type wins. But I would say no. They just learn how to trust each other all the way until that clock says 0-0.
I'd say he had some Patriot type wins, some Brady-esque wins, some Kansas City-esque wins. You know, good teams figure out how to win a game.
They do.
Period. It ain't always pretty.
It's not
going to figure out how to win the damn game. And that's why Patrick Mahomes was around for a long time. They couldn't get rid of him. It's like a cockroach. And that's why Tom Brady, you got tired of seeing him win because you just knew, oh, y'all up by a touchdown and you're going to give TB12 the ball with 2 minutes left?
Good luck.
Good luck. You better not give him the ball back. You better not give him the ball back. So, I mean, we witnessed that for the longest. You know what I mean? And so that shows a level, to me, of a maturity. If you're able to battle back, keep composure, under pressure, into the game, tired, battered, bruised, beat up, and still you're able to pull out the dub and grind and grit it out. That shows the culture of the football team. I look forward to the Bears. Look forward to seeing them next year.
Yeah, they're going to be so good next year.
I don't know how the 49ers squeak up in the doggone playoffs every year, bro. I don't even know. I ain't taking nothing off of them. I don't know how they squeak up in there every year, bro. It's the same song and dance every year.
It's almost like they have a blueprint for the type of chess match they need to get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But as soon as they get there, they use that same blueprint, and everyone studied their blueprint all those games, all 17 games, and they said, oh. You're going to try to do that again to us? No, we're just going to stop that. Because that onslaught that Seattle put on them was not supposed to go like that, especially since it was an extremely close game the first time they met each other. That means that clearly y'all had the exact same scheme.
Absolutely.
And literally just got out-finessed to the T. It was like, oh, well, if you're going to use the same format, we're just going to just modify a few coverages.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
You know, I'd really like to see what the Texans are going to do. I'd like to see C.J. Stroud really putting a lot of work in this offseason. Because there was some fans calling for the backup to start this past game. And for that to be going on, I know it's a lot of pressure on a young quarterback, but you're in your third year. And the second year wasn't pretty. First year was above exceeding expectation for sure. But second and third year,
here's my thing.
I wasn't really that impressed.
What makes me frustrated because he
doesn't have a lot of weapons.
He has so much talent.
He does have a lot of talent.
The thing that I want CJ to work on, well, I would love for him to work on this offseason is his mindset.
Yeah.
He needs to look inward.
He does.
Because his skill set is there.
For sure.
But his will is not there.
Great point.
Just being honest. And I feel like he knows that.
We see something. Yeah, something is missing.
Something missing because every time that camera was zoomed in on him and looking into his eyes, he looked defeated. He looked defeated. Yeah. After about the third interception, he looked defeated in the first half. Then he had that fourth one at the end. And it was just like, man, okay, well, maybe they're going to, call for Mills to come in at quarterback in the second half. I thought so, too. Or maybe, and then whenever he came out and he was still starting, it was like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's just one of the things where like, hey, we got your back, CJ. We're going to ride this through and through. It's all good. Lock in. It's a new half. This is a new game. It's 0-0, all that typical talk. But every time they kept hitting him, it's like he just got more and more defeated. It all started whenever he jammed his hand. He had that tape around him, 2 fingers. You saw that? It's like every time he just was just focusing on his hand. It made me think about, and I'll tell you the difference because I'm going to go back to Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams threw a ball, and he hurt his hand too, and I was thinking, uh-oh. This is going to be another C.J. Stroud thing where you feel discouraged because you can't grip the ball anymore. But Caleb showed he's a dog.
Yeah, he did. He did.
It's 15 degrees out there, bro.
He did.
It's raining, bro.
He a ball
it's
player.
It's the playoffs, bro.
He's a ball player.
He's a ball player.
He's a ball player.
And the thing is...
So Devontae said, so you're a dog.
He's a dog. And so I'm looking at, like, the whole idea with CJ. It's like, man, you got a historical defense. That defense is cold. That defense, you hate to see that type of defense go to waste.
You hate to see that type of defense go to waste. It's frustrating. This is the first time that you want to learn about the individuals on the other side of the ball. Like normally you talking about the wide receiver, the quarterback, the running back. Their defense is so good. You're trying to figure out who's playing the nickel.
Yes.
Who's playing cornerback?
Yes.
Who are their safeties? Who are they linebackers?
Who are they
front four?
That's just
yeah. I'm like, who Who are these guys? Because they got attitude, swagger, tenacity. Woo.
And they know how to create turnovers. Because what I was looking at was this. So Drake May, he had 4 turnovers. Four turnovers, well, 4 fumbles, but 2 of those fumbles was actually lost, right? Which means they was getting to him a lot in that aspect. Obviously, plenty of QB pressures, and I'm looking at, okay, well, that's part of Drake May being a puppy still, second year. And so that's the reason why I was like, going into, this game against Denver, Denver got that same type of defense. But Drake May getting blessed because they ain't got their strong. So that's why I was saying I feel like Patriots gonna go to the Super Bowl, but who knows? Maybe Sean Payton may have something dialed up where he's like, "Look, we got a package for our second string quarterback. Don't get it twisted. Just because you ain't seen him, don't mean we ain't been using him in practice and getting him prepared, or we'll actually have him prepared." Because one thing I will say, you got to stay optimistic. 1, you're this close to the Super Bowl. 2, remember Nicholas Foles?
Yeah. Listen, Stidham ain't no chump.
No,
it's a lot of backups that are. A walking pick 6. He's not one of them.
Mm-mm.
So a slight part of me is like, it could be an upset. But who wants to see the Broncos in the Super Bowl without Bo Nix? Not a lot of people, but that defense does step up at the right time. And so, I mean, if they don't come out the Seahawks and play them hard, I mean, not Seahawks, excuse me.
I know what you mean.
If the Patriots don't come out and bring their A game, don't sleep. So I definitely wouldn't sleep on the Broncos. I wouldn't be surprised. But I think it's more like a 70-30. Just because how motivated and how fired up those Patriots are and how well coached they are. Like,
they got players.
They ain't playing either. Yeah, they ain't playing either.
Vabro.
Yeah. So, what's your pick on who you think is going to win the Super Bowl? We can wrap it up with that.
So that's the one right there. So who I feel like is going to win the Super Bowl? You know what? I'm going to roll with Sean McVay and his squad out there in LA, dog. I'm still going to roll with him. And it's weird because, like watching games, it looks like, oh, okay, well, it looks like the Rams, they don't look like they have it, but they look like they do and they don't. I just like how the players respond to the head coach. So I'm going to go off of which players respond to their head coach the most.
Mm-hmm.
And based on my eye test, I'm going to say the Rams. They got a great running game with Williams. Been toting that pill.
He's a good runner.
They got a great defense. I mean, you have someone that's dang near unguardable in Puka Nacua. And then as soon as you look out and you almost forget Devontae Adams even plays on there because Puka getting all the attention, but Devontae Adams going to bring in his veteranism, his experience, and mess around and dominate in the NFC Championship game and in the Super Bowl. Because I feel like you give veterans like that a chance to get a Super Bowl, they licking their chops, bro. They like, hey, I don't care how many, ligaments, sore, bruises. I'm gonna give it my all because I don't know if I'm gonna get here again. And someone like Matthew Stafford, that's a seasoned veteran that throws extreme good dimes all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I go with. Who you got?
I think it's the Seahawks here. I'm gonna ride with them. We'll see. It's funny because it's gonna come down to the divisional game. Whoever come out of that thing between our picks, but they're similar picks. You know what I mean? Because like both teams have weapons. It's such a good matchup. I'm excited.
Wouldn't that be cool though if Sam Darnold got a Super Bowl?
You see what I'm saying?
It's like whoa. I feel like the GMs would be like, hold on. We need to quit trying to run away from the quarterbacks that were drafted Let them develop.
And give them opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's just in my gut. I just feel like with their momentum, and they just feel like, to me, they're playing with a chip on their shoulder because nobody's picking them, right? Mm-hmm. We're kind of just waiting like, oh, they won again.
When they going to fall?
They won again. And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, well, Sam Darnold's kind of seasoned. And he looks pissed off because the way he looked after they won, he didn't look happy. He looked like,
job's not finished.
He was like, on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Look like he got an attitude. Like he's like trying to prove to the NFL, y'all tried to count me out. I was almost out the league. I was almost glued to the bench as a backup. He looked like he ain't playing. And I was waiting to see if he was able to play well through the first couple rounds. And because he was able to play well, I mean, they got some momentum. But I'm definitely not surprised if they lose and the Rams go and win. Hell no. I mean, good for Stafford because they got some dogs over there. Good for DeMonte. That'll be an awesome story. So either way it goes, I'm excited for football and I'm excited for whoever comes out. Even the Patriots, man, that's just a hell of a story for that new coach, Drake May, to come in there, second-year quarterback, and put his stamp in the league and to mess around and get a trophy with Diggs. And that just shows an attitude of leadership on that team. So, like, either way it goes,
storylines are legit.
Either way it goes, kudos, you know what I mean?
You almost forget Sam Darnold backed up your boy out there in with the 49ers.
That's what I'm saying. He paid his dues.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it ain't like he just a rook or something, you know what I mean? Like, he's paid his dues. It's really up to him to play well.
He was really behind Brock Purdy, bro.
And Stafford. That would piss me off almost. Like, you know, do you feel like you're that talented and you got me behind all these people just because I didn't come in, because I lost my pedestalization of being new and a rookie? Like, you just immediately plug me in as a backup. I wait my turn, wait on injury, wait my turn. You know what I'm saying? And then when he did get plugged in at Carolina, he was doing well. That's what earned him a bag at Minnesota. Every time they put him in, he did well. And then he had to sit back behind the youngster because they was trying to invest in your boy, and they should. But that's just I'm just seeing his attitude. I just see this like, and when I seen after they won that game, and that is the only reason why I'm picking the Seahawks. Is I saw a clip after they won the game. He had his helmet off. He was walking and he was looking at the camera like, he had this serious look on his face. I said, he ain't playing. If that defense shows up, we'll see. And, you know, Stafford can have a game. He's prone to disappear at times and play out of character. I don't know why. Sometimes he get out there and he does some things. He just like,
what you little Detroit Lions glitch, but you know, it's all good. It's all good, you know.
But no, they're gonna have a good game, man. We'll see. It'll be a nice story. I mean, you can't stop Puka, so they're gonna have to strap it up. You better.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, Sam Darnold better. That Seahawks defense better come with it. Shit, because the Rams, the way they rolling, that's how Stafford is. He's an every other season cat.
Yeah, true.
You know, he has a down one, and then he has damn near a Super Bowl performance season. He has a down season, he has a Super Bowl. So he's on that Super Bowl level season.
After you close out the Bears, I gotta see. But you know what? Hey, we'll see. Because one thing, and that's another cool storyline. Stidham getting him a Super Bowl, bro, and he just confused everybody. Not only is that's gonna be good for him,
they're another team. I've been looking over the. My bad, I mean to cut you off.
But I was about to say that's gonna make Sean Payton look so good. What?
Huh?
That's gonna make him look so good.
Huh?
So yeah, we'll see.
I've been looking over the Broncos all season too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they came out and made some noise. I still be like, how they won again? How they still winning? Dang. Patriots, I'm only counting them out just because Drake May is still young. And it's rare that we see the second-year quarterback do something like that. Outside of your boy Patty.
Well, there's two of them in there right now.